Am I the a-hole for not wanting to go on a vacation with family after they abandoned me in airport? I organized, planned, and paid for a vacation trip for a large group of seniors in my family. On our way back from trip, the TSA refused to check my ID to let me pass, then verbally harassed me, then falsely arrested me, then let me go. My family not only did nothing to help me, but even left me while I was falsely arrested. They didn't even console me after I was released. No sympathy. Several days later, one of them said she cried about what happened and was sorry. I told her I don't accept the fake apology, and she said that she feels better after apologizing regardless if I accept. Now they want to go on vacation again with me, and I refuse. They claim they were watching me even though they left, and they could see I was safe. They also gave me presents they had purchased on vacation to me weeks after, but the false arrest and them abandoning me really ruined everything. I still haven't unwrapped the presents. They also sabotaged me in airport because when TSA was verbally harassing, I got out my phone for proof, and my family threatened to slap my phone to ground if I didn't put it away, so I have zero evidence of what TSA did. They don't even want involvement in the complaint I am having to do. Edit. People have asked why I was arrested and if it was my fault. ECT. The TSA agent was disorderly, yelling, and aggressive. He was allowing people to cut in the line. I simply asked why since it wasn't a pre-check line. Keep in mind it was just a simple question. I wasn't angry or attacking, just asked why. When I asked him why, he started yelling at me crazy stuff. Some examples of what he said: "I'm not yelling, but I'll show you yelling. I will disrespect you as much as I want." He name-called me. It was so terrifying that my family weeks later agreed he said some vile things. He also refused to check my ID and let me pass through. I asked him to stop yelling at me. Very simple. He then arrested me. Because of his loud yelling and bad behavior, the TSA manager heard and got involved and released me. He apologized and said what happened wasn't okay, and that they would chat with the irate TSA man. The aggressive TSA officer wasn't just awful with me, he was abusive to his co-workers as well. He appeared like an angry drunk. I don't understand why people are jumping at conclusions to blame me. TSA has already apologized, and I didn't break any rules. I followed orders I was given. I didn't argue. A simple question isn't an attack. Even if it was legit reasons for letting people cut, I wanted to know, that way I knew if I was in right line or not. I wasn't charged with anything, as it's not a crime to ask someone to stop yelling or ask a question. My arrest was only by one TSA person, of whom shouldn't have arrested me. Please remember that TSA has already admitted he didn't handle that correctly and has apologized to me. The fact that people are debating if I was a Karen or not is wild. I was polite and didn't say much. I had a group of seniors I felt like I was looking after. I wouldn't get into random arguments with authority figures. He was very scary, and I had to protect myself from his abuse. I have the right to ask a man not to yell at me. He escalated things very quickly. It shocked everyone, including other TSA, other airport passengers, and management. I was shaking in fear from him. I understand that it's hard for people to believe that a person would act irate for no reason, but there really are abusive people out there. Things could have escalated, and I could have been trapped in a state I'm not from. How would they have helped me get out if they are already leaving like I don't matter? If it was reversed and one of them was being held, I would have stayed and monitored, and if things escalated, at least I'd be able to advocate for release or pay bond. I would have made sure they got medical attention and that they weren't being abused. I would help buy another ticket or arrange hotel. I'd made sure they wouldn't be abandoned in a random state because they are family, and I thought family sticks together. Apparently not.